Dear soul, there is a heartbeat you feel sometimes, late at night, that isn't your own. Have you noticed it? A soft pull in your chest when you think of someone, a feeling that they are thinking of you too, even in this very moment. That feeling is not your imagination. It is real, and it is why you found this message today. Before we go further, drop "I am here" in the comments below, just to let the universe know you are ready to receive this. It only takes a second, and it matters more than you know. Dear one, your soulmate is falling for you more deeply every single day. Even if their words haven't caught up to their heart yet, they carry a whole world of feeling inside them. Feelings they are almost afraid to say out loud. Not because the love isn't there. It is there, strong and steady. But their heart is careful. It is tender. It has been hurt before, and it is learning how to trust again. So please hear this clearly. Their silence is not a lack of love. It is a kind of shield, a soft place they hide in while they gather the courage to step forward. They are afraid of saying too much too soon, afraid of being misunderstood, afraid of losing the closeness the two of you already share. That fear does not mean the love is small. It often means the opposite. The love feels so big that it scares them a little. Some people love loudly. They shout it from rooftops, they text 100 times a day. They wear their heart on their sleeve for the whole world to see. Your soulmate is not that kind of person, and that is all right. Their love moves quietly. It shows up in small moments, in the way they remember tiny details about you, in the way their eyes soften when they look your way, even if they glance away quickly, in the way they show up for you without ever making a big deal of it. You may have felt some distance lately, a hesitation, a pause where you wish there was more. You may have wondered if the love is strong enough to last, or if you are simply hoping for something that isn't really there. Let this message ease that worry today. The love is there. It is growing even underneath the calm surface. Your soulmate is on their own quiet journey, learning how to hold this love without letting fear run the show. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. Before we begin, a heartfelt thank you to dear Corinne and Mary for sowing a seed for Soulmate through your Ko-Fi super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you every step of your journey. Thank you for your beautiful support. Let's know what angels want us to know. They are working through old wounds, old doubts, old stories about themselves that tell them love is risky, or that they aren't quite ready, or that they might get hurt again. This is not a competition, and it is not a test you need to pass. Love unfolds in its own perfect timing, and rushing it never makes it stronger. Patience is not simply something nice to have here. Patience is the very ground this love is growing in. Without that ground, nothing can take root. Trust that there are unseen forces working on your behalf, gently weaving the two of you closer together, even on days when you cannot feel it happening. Something is moving behind the scenes. Something is guiding your soulmate toward more clarity, more courage, more openness. Sometimes love looks like a quiet wish made at night. Sometimes it looks like a longing felt deep in the chest that never quite finds the words to come out. Your soulmate's spirit is reaching for yours in ways that go far beyond speech. You are being asked gently to hold space for their growth, to let their fears soften in their own time, to let their heart open at its own pace. This does not mean shrinking yourself or dimming your own light while you wait. It means holding both grace for yourself and grace for the person who is quietly, carefully falling for you. If frustration creeps in, or doubt starts whispering unhelpful things, let yourself feel it without judging yourself for feeling it. These feelings are simply human. They are part of loving someone deeply, but do not let them poison the good thing you are building. Speak your truth kindly. Let your soulmate see both your strength and your softness. Invite them gently to do the same, to slowly set down their guard when they feel safe enough to do it. Real love is not only fireworks and big dramatic declarations. Real love is also the steady beat under the surface, the patient waiting, the quiet caring, and the hope that keeps growing even when nothing seems to be happening. You are far stronger than you think. Your openness, your trust, your willingness to nurture this love instead of forcing it, all of that becomes a light for your soulmate. It shows them the way through their own fear. Do not mistake their silence for absence. In silence, something deep is often speaking. Their quiet is a private space where their love keeps growing, before it is ready to be shown to the world. Whatever is guiding you both wants you to remember that love heals. It heals old wounds from the past, the disappointments, the hurt from before. It softens the cracks fear has carved into both your hearts. But healing needs time. It asks both of you to be patient and gentle with each other's hearts. If you feel alone while you wait, please know you are not. You are supported every step of the way, even on the days it doesn't feel like it. Support is close, lifting you when you feel tired, steadying you when doubt creeps in. Picture your soulmate as they are right now, not just how they look, but how they feel inside. See the mix of hope and hesitation tangled together in their heart. Send warmth toward those hidden, unsure parts of them. Your love has the power to gently wake those parts up, to show them it is safe to step forward, safe to be open, safe to finally say what they truly feel. When they finally do speak their truth, it will feel like something sacred. A quiet longing turning into a clear, warm yes. Until that moment comes, keep loving yourself fiercely and gently at the same time. Be the safe place your soulmate can return to. Be the calm center in the middle of their emotional storms. Your love is steady, like a light on the shore, guiding them home even through rough water and long nights. Love is not about rushing anyone or forcing anything to happen faster than it's ready to. It is about creating a space where two hearts can breathe, grow, and connect at their own pace. If doubts show up asking whether your soulmate truly loves you, look for the quiet signs instead. The way their eyes soften around you. The small things they do without asking for credit. The steady way they simply keep showing up in your life. Love shows itself in many forms, and not all of them are loud. This is your moment to choose trust over fear, to believe in the invisible threads pulling your paths together. Keep your heart open, but keep it wise too. Let this experience teach you strength and grace. Your soulmate is closer than you think, even on the days they feel far away. Their love is real. It is growing. It is reaching toward you with every day that passes. Do not give up on this connection. Your patience and your kindness are the soil this love story is growing from. Even when you cannot hear the words yet, you can feel the love underneath the quiet. Even if they haven't said it out loud, their heart is speaking your name with every beat. Let yourself receive this love, even in small doses, even before the big moment arrives. See the growth happening in this relationship as a sign that you are both becoming ready for something deeper. Your soulmate is changing. They are learning to love themselves, not just you, and in that self-love, the love they have for you will grow stronger too. This process might feel slow, It might feel uncertain, even painful at times. But every challenge along the way is really a stepping stone toward something deeper. Do not rush the journey, because love built on patience tends to last. Picture yourself and your soulmate as two trees growing side by side, roots quietly tangled together underneath the ground. The branches might sway in different directions on a windy day, but the roots stay connected, strong and steady. Storms will come and go, but the connection underneath stays whole. Let that truth settle your heart and calm your mind. Your soulmate is not lost. They are not distant on purpose, and they are not uninterested. They are simply gathering the courage to show you the full depth of what they feel. You are being prepared to receive that love in its purest form. Prepare your own heart too, by letting go of old hurts, releasing expectations that no longer serve you, and fully showing up in the present moment. Love is alive. It needs room to grow at its own pace. Your part is not to push or pressure, but to nurture and support gently, patiently. Hold hope in your heart for your soulmate's healing and their awakening, not only for the love you share, but for who they are becoming. Hope carries real power, creates a kind of protective, warm energy around you both. Hold on to hope fiercely, because hope is the quiet engine behind everything moving you two closer together. Trust that your connection is meant to be, even when the path feels unclear. If despair starts creeping in, reach for peace instead, and let it wash over your fears. Your journey matters, and the love waiting for you is worth every bit of patience it takes. Trust that your soulmate is becoming the person they need to be in order to walk beside you as a true partner. This kind of change is beautiful and it is necessary. Love is not about being perfect. It is about growth, acceptance, and steady commitment. Your soulmate may stumble sometimes. They may pull back or hide their feelings here and there. But underneath it all, the love stays strong, like a quiet fire waiting patiently to be tended. You are both learning how to care for that fire gently and with respect. Your courage and devotion are noticed. Strength and encouragement are being sent your way even now. Do not let doubt or fear cover up the truth of your love. Celebrate the small wins, the little moments of connection, the times your two hearts touch even without a single word passing between you. These are the quiet signs of a love built to last through time and through trial. Keep your heart soft, but keep it protected too. Stay open, but stay wise. Love fully, love deeply, and love with your whole self. Your soulmate is waiting for the moment they feel brave enough to say the words you've been longing to hear, to show you the love you already sense, and to walk through life beside you as an equal, devoted partner. Until that day arrives, keep the faith alive inside you. Know that you are cherished, protected, and deeply loved by forces greater than you can always see. You are not walking this path alone. Support surrounds you, your soulmate is growing in their own way, and your love story is unfolding exactly the way it's meant to. Stay strong, stay patient, stay hopeful. The best part of this story is still ahead of you. And when your soulmate finally speaks their truth, it will feel like a small piece of magic, a quiet confirmation that all the waiting truly meant something. Hold on to that vision. Hold on to that promise. Real, lasting love is quietly falling deeper for you at this very moment, even while they're afraid to say it out loud, even when the silence feels heavy some days. Their heart still beats in rhythm with yours. Their spirit reaches for yours across the quiet spaces between you. Their love is a steady flame that grows a little brighter every single day. You are the one they have been waiting for. You are the one they dream of loving without fear holding them back. You are the place their heart longs to finally rest. prepare yourself because something beautiful, deep, and soul-level is quietly blooming, and soon enough it will bloom out in the open for everyone to see. Hold this truth close. Carry it with you in every breath you take. Dear soul, if you feel that your soulmate is carrying feelings they are afraid to express, take a moment to hold them in prayer. Sometimes love is present, but fear, past wounds, or uncertainty can make someone afraid to take that first step. If your heart feels led, you can sow a seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and pinned comment. The Bible reminds us in 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 that each person should give what they have decided in their heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. So let your seed be a quiet expression of love, gratitude, and faith. A prayer for your soulmate to find healing, courage, clarity, and the strength to speak what their heart has been quietly carrying. May God surround you both with peace, heal what needs healing, and guide this connection according to His perfect timing. Thank you for your kindness and your faith. May your soulmate journey be filled with love, healing, peace, and divine guidance. Let's continue with divine angel message. Your soulmate is quietly falling deeper, and the day is coming when they will no longer be afraid to tell you so. Your patience through all of this is not passive waiting. It is an active, courageous act of love. It takes real strength to hold space for someone else's growth, especially when that someone holds your heart. This is sacred work, and it deserves to be honored, including by you. Do not mistake this quiet season for a lack of progress. Growth often happens where you can't see it, like roots stretching deeper into the earth before anything shows above the surface. What feels like stillness right now is actually preparing the ground for something abundant. You may feel lonely sometimes, or wonder if the wait has gone on too long. Those feelings are part of being human, but they don't define the whole story. Your story is bigger, deeper, and far more meaningful than a few passing doubts. Your soulmate is wrestling with their own shadows, their insecurities, and old heartbreaks that have made their heart cautious. But your love is the kind of light that gently softens those shadows, piece by piece. This whole journey is teaching both of you resilience and compassion, not only toward each other but toward yourselves too. To love deeply, you first have to learn how to love without so many conditions attached. To love well, you have to make peace with imperfection and uncertainty as simply part of the process. Every challenge you move through together becomes a chance to build trust and deepen your bond. Even the hard moments are quiet steps towards something lasting. See your soulmate not only as they are today, but as who they are becoming. See their potential, their capacity to grow, and their real desire to love you fully once they find their courage. You are not in charge of rushing their transformation, but you are a meaningful part of their healing. Your steady presence, your acceptance, and your quiet faith in them all matter more than you realize. Speak kind words not only to them but to yourself as well. Remind yourself often that your love is worthy, that your heart is strong, and that your future is bright. If fear tries to pull you backward, let hope pull you forward instead. If doubt clouds your view, let a little faith clear the fog. Something is always gently whispering encouragement into your spirit, weaving a kind of quiet protection around your heart so it can stay open without becoming unsafe. Real love isn't about control or possession. It's about freedom, the freedom to be fully yourself, to grow, and to explore the depths of who you are alongside someone else. Your soulmate's silence reflects an internal struggle, not disinterest. It's a pause before a new chapter of openness begins. Be patient both with them and with yourself. Healing and growth rarely move in a straight line. They twist and turn, sometimes feeling like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Your only job is to keep your own heart aligned with love, compassion, and understanding. That alignment quietly draws your soulmate closer, even on the days they feel far away. Do not lose sight of your own worth while you wait. You are whole, complete, and deserving of a love that is fearless and full. When your soulmate is finally ready to open up, it will feel like deep healing for both of you. The walls will come down, and the love that's been quietly building will rise up like the morning light. Prepare for that moment by keeping your own happiness and peace alive in the meantime. Real love is a partnership between 2 whole people, not 2 halves searching for completion. Your soulmate will be drawn toward your light, your confidence, and the fact that you're simply, fully yourself. Those qualities give them the safety they need to eventually open their heart all the way. Hold this picture clearly in your mind. A love that is patient, tender, brave, and deeply connected. Even when the road feels uncertain, trust that every step is leading somewhere good. Your love story is unfolding in its own perfect timing. Don't settle for less than you deserve, but also don't try to force what isn't ready to bloom yet. Balance your longing with peace. Balance your hope with simply being present. That balance is what keeps you steady and grounded through it all. The moment your soulmate's love finally comes out into the open, it will feel like coming home. A relief, a quiet celebration, a meeting of 2 hearts that were always meant to walk this path together. Until then, take care of your own spirit, protect your heart, and stay connected to whatever gives you strength. That support is with you through every doubt, every fear, and every moment of waiting. Your soulmate's love keeps quietly growing and deepening, and soon it will be impossible for them to keep it hidden any longer. Hold on to this truth, and let it fill you with peace and confidence. You are loved more than you know, seen beyond words, and worth waiting for. Something greater than both of you is walking beside you now, whispering courage and hope into your spirit. Trust the journey, dear one. Your soulmate is quietly falling deeper, and the time is coming when they will finally speak their love clearly, for you to hear and feel for the rest of your life. This whole journey toward love is a meaningful one, full of lessons only the heart can teach. You are being shaped, little by little, through patience and time, into someone truly ready for this kind of connection. Every quiet moment between you and your soulmate holds more meaning than it seems. It's in these quiet spaces that 2 people connect beyond words, where something shifts and love deepens in ways that are hard to explain. Your soulmate's hesitation is a kind of protection, not a wall of rejection. They are working through their own emotions, learning to trust themselves as much as they're learning to trust you. As you walk this path, keep nurturing your own light. Don't let uncertainty dim your spirit or cloud your joy. When you shine, you help light the way for your soulmate to find their own courage. Loving yourself is your strongest anchor through this whole story. When you love yourself fully, without apology, you set an example your soulmate will naturally want to rise to meet. Don't let fear convince you that love has to look a certain way or happen on a certain schedule. Real love moves beyond timelines and expectations. It moves to the rhythm of 2 people growing toward each other in their own time. Try to let go of needing to control the how and the when of this love. Focus instead on who you're becoming through this process. Be as patient with your own heart as you are with theirs. Your growth matters just as much to this story as theirs does. In moments of doubt, reach for whatever brings you peace, and let it remind you how meaningful this connection truly is. Picture your soulmate stepping forward, letting go of their fears like heavy old coats they no longer need, revealing the open, honest heart underneath, finally ready to love you fully and openly. Get ready to receive that love with an open heart and healthy boundaries. Real, healthy love grows best when both people feel safe, valued, and free. Your willingness to wait with grace is a gift, both to yourself and to your soulmate. It shows the quiet strength of a love that lasts beyond first impressions. Every tear, every quiet night, every silent hope is slowly shaping a love built to stand the test of time. This love won't just transform your relationship. It will ripple out and touch other parts of your life too. It will teach you about vulnerability, courage, forgiveness, and real closeness. The wait truly is worth it. The love quietly growing inside your soulmate is preparing to bloom in the most beautiful way. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that timing that's bigger than both of you. You are deeply loved, endlessly supported, and connected in ways that go beyond what you can always see. Your soulmate's love is quietly falling deeper, and soon they won't be afraid to tell you anymore. This moment, right now, is a turning point, a quiet crossroads where patience meets destiny. The energy between you and your soulmate is shifting, slowly but surely, drawing you closer in ways both subtle and real. You might not see the whole picture yet, but something is working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, softening hearts, and gently breaking down walls built by old fears. Do not underestimate the power of your own quiet faith. It's a light guiding your soulmate through their inner storms and toward you. When they finally speak their love out loud, it will feel like a release, a joyful exhale of relief and surrender. That moment won't just be words. It will be the opening of a whole new chapter, one filled with honesty, openness, and shared dreams. You are being prepared for this moment, not only to receive their love, but to give love back with a full, open heart. Love, after all, is a cycle, giving and receiving, opening and healing, two people growing into the best versions of themselves together. Hold this picture close. Imagine the day fear no longer keeps your soulmate quiet, when they embrace the truth of your connection with courage and joy. Imagine the relief and happiness that will fill both your hearts, a bond built from patience, respect, and steady hope. Let this vision guide you like a steady star, a quiet promise that love is coming in its own perfect time. Until that day comes, take care of yourself with kindness. Find joy in your own company, strength in your own path, and peace in knowing you are worthy of a love that is fearless and free. Remember, real, lasting love is never rushed or forced. It grows slowly, deeply, and on purpose, rooted in trust, respect, and true understanding. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. Throughout the Bible, we see that giving is more than an offering. It's a beautiful expression of faith, gratitude, and trust in God's plan. As 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 reminds us, God loves a cheerful giver, And Luke 6 verse 38 teaches that generosity has a way of overflowing back into our lives according to God's wisdom and timing. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. Your soulmate's quiet love is the foundation for something deep, a love that will soon speak with clarity and warmth. Stand firm in your truth. Stand tall in your worth. Trust that everything is working in your favor, and that your soulmate's heart is slowly waking up to the beautiful possibility of loving you fully. Hold steady, dear one. Your love story is unfolding with quiet precision, and soon the silence will break. The words you've been longing to hear will finally be spoken, and the love that's been growing quietly all this time will fill your life with light, warmth, and a joy that doesn't shake easily. This is the promise woven into your journey. Your soulmate is quietly falling deeper, and the time to tell you is close. In this waiting, know that every day carries its own quiet purpose. Your patience is not passive. It's an active kind of trust in how things are meant to unfold. It's the foundation a lasting love will be built on. Your soulmate's hesitation reflects how much weight love can carry. The risk, the vulnerability, the hope, all tangled together. They're learning how to balance their fears with the pull they feel toward you. This quiet inner work, unseen by everyone else, is exactly the preparation needed for a love that is honest and lasting. So when their heart finally opens fully, it will do so whole, brave, and ready to embrace you completely. Hold your own heart gently through this. Protect it from impatience, from doubt, and from settling for less than you deserve. Your love is meaningful. Treat it that way. Let your heart be a safe place, not only for your soulmate, but for your own growth and healing too. Practice noticing the small signs, the lingering glance, the quiet smile, the small moments that hint at something deeper. These are the seeds your love is growing from. Love moves, like a dance between two people, sometimes 2 steps forward, sometimes 1 step back, but always moving toward more closeness and understanding over time. Don't rush the rhythm. Trust what's happening quietly beneath the surface, guiding you both toward each other in your own kind of harmony. The greatest loves often grow quietly before they're ever shown to the world. Cherish the quiet, because it's fertile ground for the deepest roots to take hold. You are worthy of a love that honors your journey, your dreams, and your whole self. You deserve a soulmate who won't just quietly fall for you, but who will stand beside you boldly, proudly, and openly for anyone to see. This love is coming. Hold on to hope. Get ready with an open heart and a little courage, because soon the quiet will break, and your soulmate's love will pour out, real, undeniable, and lasting. There is something else worth saying here, something gentle but important. Waiting for someone to open up doesn't mean putting your whole life on hold. The most beautiful love stories are the ones where both people keep growing, keep living fully, keep building a life they love, even while they wait for the timing to align. So while your soulmate does their quiet inner work, do yours too. Fill your days with things that bring you joy. Spend time with people who remind you how good it feels to laugh. Take care of your body, your mind, and your heart, not because you're trying to become worthy of love, but because you already are right now exactly as you are. Sometimes the wait feels long, and that's okay to admit. There will be nights where you wonder if you're reading too much into small signs, or if hope is just a story you're telling yourself. In those moments, be gentle with your own mind. Doubt doesn't mean you're wrong to hope. It simply means you're human, and you care deeply about something that matters to you. Let the doubt visit, acknowledge it, and then set it down without letting it move in and take over. Think about the quiet moments you've already shared with your soulmate. The comfortable silences that didn't feel awkward. The small inside jokes only the two of you understand. The way certain conversations flow so easily it feels like you've known each other for years, even if you haven't. These are not accidents. These are threads, quietly stitching two lives closer together, one small moment at a time. It helps to remember that everyone carries their own timeline for opening up. Some people fall fast and speak their feelings right away. Others need time to feel safe before they let their guard down. Neither way is wrong. Your soulmate simply needs a little more time to trust that this connection is safe, that you are safe, and that being vulnerable with you won't lead to pain. Every day that passes, even the quiet ones, is another small step toward that safety. You might find yourself replaying certain moments in your mind, wondering what they meant. A longer hug than usual, a message sent just to check in, a memory they brought up out of nowhere, proving they'd been thinking about something you said weeks ago. These moments matter more than grand gestures ever could, because they show a quiet kind of care that isn't performed for an audience. It's real and it's meant only for you. If you ever feel the urge to rush things, to demand answers, to push for a label or a declaration before your soulmate feels ready, pause first. Ask yourself what you're truly hoping to gain from rushing. Usually, it isn't real closeness we're chasing in those moments. It's relief from our own uncertainty. But real closeness cannot be forced into existence. It has to be built, slowly, gently, one honest moment at a time. Give this love the time it needs to become something strong enough to last. At the same time, patience does not mean staying silent about your own needs. There is a difference between waiting with grace and quietly losing yourself in the process. It's healthy to express what you need, to ask for reassurance sometimes, to say out loud that you're feeling unsure. A soulmate connection isn't only about giving the other person endless space. It's also about being honest so both of you can meet each other halfway, with kindness on both sides. Trust also means trusting yourself, not just the process. Trust your own instincts when they tell you something good is building here. Trust your own worth enough to know you deserve honesty and effort in return. And trust that if this connection truly is meant to become something lasting, it will keep showing you small signs along the way, even during the quiet stretches. Consider this a gentle reminder to release the pressure of needing to know exactly how or when things will unfold. Life rarely moves in a straight line, and love moves even less predictably. Some connections take weeks to bloom. Others take years of quiet closeness before either person says the words out loud. There is no universal timeline, only the one that's right for the two of you. While you wait, notice how this experience is shaping you. Notice how much more patient you've become. Notice how much more you understand about your own heart, your own needs, and what you're truly looking for in a partner. Even if this exact situation doesn't unfold exactly the way you picture it today, everything you're learning right now about patience, self-respect, and honest love will serve you for the rest of your life. If your soulmate is truly meant to walk this path with you, they will eventually find the courage to meet you fully, openly, and honestly. And if for some reason this particular chapter doesn't end the way you hope, know that the growth you're building right now, the self-love, the patience, the wisdom will carry you toward whatever comes next. Either way, you win. Either way, you become someone stronger, softer, and more sure of your own worth. Let this be a season of quiet becoming. Let it be a season where you build trust in yourself as much as trust in the connection you're hoping for. Keep your heart open, but keep your feet on solid ground. Keep hoping, but keep living fully in the meantime. That balance, hope paired with presence, patience paired with self-respect, is what makes a love story worth telling. And when the moment finally comes, when your soulmate finally finds the words, you'll look back on this waiting period and understand why it mattered. You'll see how every quiet night, every small doubt, every moment of patience was quietly building the foundation for something real. Nothing about this journey has been wasted. Every step has been preparing you both for what's coming. So take a breath right now. Let your shoulders relax. Let your heart soften just a little. You are exactly where you need to be. Your soulmate is exactly where they need to be too, doing their own quiet work, finding their own courage one day at a time. This love isn't going anywhere. It's simply taking the time it needs to become something real and lasting. Before you go, take one more moment to reflect. Think of one small sign you've noticed recently, something that made you feel a little more hopeful, even if it was tiny. Hold that memory close today. Let it remind you that this connection is real, even in the quiet, even in the waiting, even before the words are finally spoken. You are not chasing an illusion. You are building something real, one patient day at a time. And when it finally blooms, it will bloom fully, honestly, and beautifully, exactly the way it was always meant to. If this message spoke to something inside you, let yourself feel it fully. Let yourself believe even just a little more today that this love is real, that it is growing, and that it is worth every bit of patience you've given it. You deserve this love. You deserve to be loved fully, openly, and without fear. And soon, dear one, you will be. Carry this with you as you go about your day. Let it sit quietly in the back of your mind, like a small candle that never quite goes out. You don't need to force anything, chase anything, or prove anything. You simply need to keep being yourself, keep tending to your own heart, and keep trusting that the timing unfolding around you is wiser than any timeline you could plan on your own. There will be ordinary moments this week where you feel a quiet flicker of hope. Maybe while making your morning coffee, maybe right before you fall asleep. When that flicker shows up, welcome it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Let it remind you that something good really is moving toward you, even on days that feel completely ordinary. And on the days doubt tries to speak louder than hope, come back to this message. Read it again if you need to. Let it remind you that quiet love is still love, that waiting with grace is still an act of courage, and that your story, however it unfolds, is already worth every bit of patience you're giving it today. You are loved, you are seen, and you are so very close to the moment you've been quietly hoping for. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.